Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi. Welcome back. It's been a while, either way. I haven't uploaded in, I think, over a month at this point, and it's gonna make sense. If the title doesn't already make sense as to why. I want to quickly say I hope all of you guys had a super happy, healthy, fun, safe, amazing holidays and new year. Hello 2023, coming in with a bang. I'm moving, and I'm moving to Nashville, and my life has just been absolutely insane. I'm so excited. Obviously, I'm really sad at the same time. I have the best work family, actual family, friends up here. Like, I can't fathom like that it'd be possible to meet just as good people down there. And that's no shade to Tennessee. I'm just like, I just have the best people up here. So that's like what's killing me, but otherwise I'm just so freaking excited. So I did go down to Nashville early in December, went apartment hunting, and I just secured, well, I knew I secured on my birthday pretty much, but now everything is absolutely finalized. I have my strict move-in date. I should be getting my lease any day to sign, and I'm just so excited. And I thought it'd be fun because I love watching these videos. First of all, I wanted to like let y'all know because I plan on doing like moving vlogs, decorating vlogs, all that stuff. I hope you are into that because I want to film it, like, for me, but also because I think it's fun and I love watching that stuff. So I hope that you guys are like down to see that. We're gonna go through the apartments that I looked at, pricing, all that kind of stuff, because I always think it's really interesting to know. Now, I'm coming from Massachusetts, if you don't already know, and Massachusetts is a very expensive state. So I was planning on potentially moving to Nashville a lot later in 2023, but my living situation kind of changed, so it kind of pushed me to do it sooner. And that's why my room is an absolute mess. I'm sorry, I cannot be bothered to clean this right now. You're just gonna have to deal with it for now. I'm going to be using code names for these, okay? I don't want anyone to know where I live, but obviously no addresses or anything are going to be disclosed. These are in all different areas of Nashville. So if you're excited for this, as excited as I am, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and let's just get into the apartment hunting and the tours and all that. I saw 4 apartments. I have my little notes here, apartment A, B, C, D, and all the little like notes on each of them, pros and cons, all that kind of stuff. And okay, so I was kind of babbling and not really making sense, and now that I'm editing, let's go through the wants and my budget. So essentially, ideally, I wanted a 2-bedroom with at least 1.5 bathrooms. Obviously, if I couldn't get that, I would have settled with a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, or whatever, or 2-bedroom, 1-bath, but that's what I really wanted to go for. And I wanted this for multiple reasons, mostly so that I have the extra space for guests to come and extra space for when I have any makeup clients that are coming to my house that I'm not traveling to. That's the huge benefit of having the 2nd bedroom. And then obviously on top of that, just having an extra even half bath is really nice. 2 full bath would be amazing, but I didn't think I was going to get that in my budget, which as you can see is $2,000. My budget really was like from 15 to 2. 2 is my absolute max, as I can afford that up here. It would be tight up here, but I think that I hopefully be making more money down there. But I didn't want to stretch my budget too thin, assuming that I was going to make, you know, all this money being in a city as opposed to being in a, you know, smaller town like I am. So I wanted to keep it like fairly realistic. I've also saved up for this move, so I thought that 2,000 was a comfortable point. And with that, the budget of getting a 2-bedroom, if I needed to get a roommate at any point, I could. Whereas if I was paying $1,500 and that was tight for a 1-bedroom, if I had a 2-bedroom, yes, it's maybe $500 more a month, but I have the opportunity to split that if I end up needing to. Just a couple other things that I was really looking for was a good kitchen. I love to cook, but it's so hard to cook and to motivate myself to cook in not an ideal kitchen. And obviously with my budget and everything, you know, I wanted a nice kitchen. I felt like with that budget, I was able, you know, hopefully able to do that. I didn't want to be too close into the city as well, so being more outside on the outskirts of the city is going to allow me to get more for less. Again, I think that that budget was good. And then I also wanted to make sure that I got some good natural light, just in general, not just for filming or anything. because we'll actually be filming in one of my closets, which you'll see. But I definitely I love natural light. I like my place to not feel like dark. My current apartment is kind of dark and I just really don't like that. So those are like the main wants. And lastly, before we jump into it, I did use a realtor through Nashville Apartment Locators. Her name was Danielle, and she was amazing. I'm going to leave all of her information down below, and thank you again so much, Danielle. I loved working with you. All right, let's get into the first property. This is going to be apartment A. This is going to be the top of the budget. Now, the reason my realtor, who by the way, shout out to Danielle, I'm going to leave her Instagram and her information somewhere and down below. She was amazing to work with. If you're looking for an apartment in Nashville, you're moving to Nashville, highly recommend her. She works for Nashville Apartment Locators, and I had a great experience, and she was literally so sweet. So all her information is going to be in the description box and everything, so definitely like shout out, thank you Danielle for doing this for me. And actually the property that I ended up going with was one that I didn't find by myself. She suggested it. I would have no idea that it existed. So truly, thank you so much, Danielle. So the first property that she suggested for me was top of my budget. It fit everything else, and this was technically going to be a 1-bedroom. This apartment building is very, very high end. It is like known for being luxury, very high end. Now she showed me a 1-bedroom, but one of their 1-bedroom options has like a sunroom, kind of like a little cutout as well, and I couldn't really tell how much it was online. And she was like, you know, you could have that be your makeup studio, you could get a pull-out couch when people visit. Obviously it's top of the budget, but you know, she's doing her job, showing me every option I can. Maybe I'd prefer a little bit, you know, less space to take care of and have that little extra room as a makeup studio or whatever. Now this was a very bougie looking apartment building, and I will say the person that runs it did not seem nice at all. I had an immediate red flag just from meeting the property manager, and that's no shade. I know they ain't gonna see this video. Very bad vibe. Like when I told them my budget and this and that, it was like immediately like, oh, what is she doing here? And I just did not get a good vibe. Everything was very luxe and high-end, good finishes, granite countertops, but ultimately it was expensive and small. So the 1-bedroom with the sunroom that I was looking at was $17.50, and when I tell you I felt like I was in a hotel room, that's what I felt like. I felt like I was in a hotel room. The kitchen was nothing stellar, especially, and that was a big like selling point for me. I love to cook and I love being in, that was one of the biggest things I wanted because I've never had in my own apartment. Is like a really nice kitchen. This felt like I was paying $17.50 with nothing included, which is fine. And it was so small, and I felt like I was in a hotel room. It felt like everyone could hear what I would be doing, and it was just so small for the price. So I pretty much ruled this one out immediately. It was the first one, and it was kind of like we started at the top of the budget, and now everything else is going to be within budget. So essentially if I wanted a 2-bedroom, it would be stretching my budget to about $2,300. And the 2-bedroom did not feel much bigger. We did tour the like 1-bedroom with the sunroom option. I was just not feeling it. And like I said, you listen to your gut, everybody. Listen to your gut. I just did not get a good feeling. I don't know what it was. I wasn't excited when I stepped in there. So that was apartment A. Apartment B is the one that I went with. Should I save that to the end? Let's do the one that I went with at the end. So let's switch to apartment C. So this property was in the woods and near like the lakes on the outside of like the Bellevue area. And oh my god, this scenery was unreal. There's hiking trails everywhere, there's little lakes everywhere. You felt like you're in the woods. It was like very cabin-esque. The main building, the leasing office, was like a cabin. It was so. Now the pros to this apartment was that it was around $1,700 for a full 2-bed, 2-bath. So it was like essentially the bottom of my budget, getting the most for the bottom of my budget. However, there was a reason for that, at least in my mind. And me and Connor was with me during all of this, so we were, you know, talking about all this as we went. The problem with this location was that all of these buildings are old and they needed to be renovated, and they were, but they were not fully renovated. So the problem that I had with these apartments were they felt very old and dingy, and yes, they had some newer appliances and stuff, but the layouts didn't make sense. There was almost no overhead lighting. The living room had no overhead light, the bedrooms had no overhead light. You just had to work with like lamps that you would put up yourself. The layout was weird. The kitchen that we viewed was like a galley kitchen. It was like, you know, one counter and that's it. It was really closed off from the rest of the apartment, and I really didn't like that. There was a couple like cute architectural things about the buildings because they were old, which I did also like. Like they had one that had built-in bookshelves and stuff like that, and I love stuff like that. But ultimately, I could not fathom spending $1,700 with nothing included. Yes, I was getting good square footage and I liked the outdoors and stuff, but I'm not paying for the outdoors, I'm paying for what's inside. The first one was too expensive and felt too small. This one was the right amount of space, but it felt so dingy, and I noticed little renovations, like cosmetic renovations, that I was like, this isn't gonna last, or they're gonna have to fix it again, or this and that. So I wasn't like completely ruling this out. It would have been a smart financial choice to do, but you'll see why I ultimately did rule it out, because I found something, apartment B, which we'll get back to, that was very close in price and just so much better. Now, apartment D was the other one that I was considering. This one was so unique. So this one is going to be closer into the city. It was still in the Belmead area, but closer to like the center of Nashville. The like location was so cool. It had an underground like garage, so that was obviously very nice. No street parking and no weather on the vehicle because it was a, you know, a garage parking, so that was a huge pro that no other place had. So this one was a little bit more expensive. This is a 2-bed 2-bath, no utilities included, I believe, for $19.75. So this is like top of my budget. This building was so cool. You could tell it was like older, but it had so many cool touches to it. It's very industrial. Had such a cool vibe to it. The floors were concrete. It had like the waterfall kitchen island. They had like the exposed piping and stuff, brick walls. It just felt really cool and funky and edgy, and I really did like it. And actually my realtor that I was with, Danielle, said that she had lived there before and she really liked it, which was a big reason why she wanted to show it to me, even though it was like top of my budget. But this was so freaking cool. It had a beautiful balcony, a beautiful view. It felt, as even though it was still like a complex, it felt way more private and quiet like than the other ones. I really liked this. So this one really didn't have a con to me, other than it was top of my budget with nothing included. So, and there was no gym or anything in the building, like, which again isn't like a huge thing, but there weren't really any amenities to that price either. You're basically paying that price just to be closer into town. So that leads me all the way back to apartment B, which is the one that I went with, and I'm just so excited. Okay, this apartment is my dream apartment, and I am getting emotional. I can't believe that I got this apartment. I am so grateful that I was able to afford this apartment, and it is a brand new build. I'm obviously gonna insert videos. It is a full 2-bed 2-bath, walk-in closets, balcony, storage, laundry in the apartment, beautiful kitchen, and it's under budget. This was around $1,750. It varied a lot on like the move-in date and which unit I chose, because this is a huge complex. So it's around $1,750, $1,800, and then it's going to go up to close to $2,000 with a bundle that they do that includes Wi-Fi, so I won't have to pay Wi-Fi. That'll be included in my rent. Pest control, trash, snow removal. It's kind of like not like a gated community fee, but you know what I mean? How like you all chip in for certain things. That's kind of what it is. They require everyone to do this smart bundle, and that means that you get Wi-Fi from them, pest control, trash, snow removal, everything. So it's kind of just, it's a monthly, it's calculated into your rent, so you don't have to worry about any of that, and you get that every single month. So with that, it takes me to about $2,000, and the only other thing I'm gonna have to pay is gas and electric, I believe, which she told me was pretty low. And this apartment is just so beautiful. It also had so many amenities, this building. It has a it has a gym, I think like a lounge room, I think it has a coffee shop or like a little cafe or something. It's just such an amazing building, and I am so excited and beyond grateful. I cannot wait to decorate. Oh my god, I want to do so many vlogs with that. I hope that you guys are like into that and doing the whole, I want to like really take my time and design this apartment. I am moving down there with what fits in my car. Barely, actually no furniture really. Basically just like my makeup mirror because it's sentimental because my parents got it for me, and like just a couple other little pieces, and that's pretty much it. So I'm really gonna be working from scratch. So that was my little apartment hunting experience. I did apply to apartment B. It did cost me about $300 just to apply, so I really took my time and thought about it, and I wanted to apply to this one first. It really seemed like just the right apartment for multiple reasons. When I was in there, it just felt like the right apartment. It was perfectly within budget. It was top of my budget, but it was also so much more than I was even asking for, which I think is what really sold me. I mean, it's just stunning. Like, I'm just so grateful to be able to live in a beautiful apartment, and I just cannot wait to move in. It was also nice that it was a brand new build, so no one has lived there before me. So that's gonna be it for the video. That was my apartment hunting experience. Everything like has really just fallen into place, and I'm just so excited. And that's where I've been. I've been dealing with all that, packing, figuring out everything, trying to see everyone that I want to see before I go. Stay tuned for all of that. If you're interested in like the moving vlog, decorating, all that stuff, make sure that you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been here for the past 2 years. And once things settle down, I will definitely be filming more, and I cannot wait to film in my new space. Oh my god, like I am just so over the moon. If you made it to this point of the video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I hope I see you in my next videos. I cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.